Alright, settle down people. You clicked on a video about France, but hold your horses, it's not the one you think it is. Forget the Eiffel Tower, those silly hats, and pigeons dive-bombing your croissant. Nope, not this video. Paris is cool, yeah, but there's a whole other France out there, folks. We're talking cute towns that make Paris look like it pulled an all-nighter. We're talking places so, under the radar, even some French folks are like, huh? Where's that joint? If you're sick of the same old Paris stuff and want the real deal, where the bread's just as good but you don't have to elbow your way through a crowd, then hang tight. Hit that subscribe button if you're feeling gutsy. Let's roll. Alright, let's go see the real France. First up, Colmar. People say it's like a Disney movie, and you know what? They're not wrong. You got these old-timey houses, colors all over the place, canals and flowers bursting out of every window box. It's like, super cute, almost too much. If Belle from Beauty and the Beast decided to open a fancy little hotel, this would be the spot. But here's the kicker. Colmar is Disney for adults, 'cause there's wine. And I mean, a lot of wine. This area, Alsace, is famous for its grapes, and every other corner has a cozy little wine bar pouring local Rieslings and Gewürztraminers. Try saying that 5 times fast. It's kinda like Epcot, but, you know, real. And the only ride is you trying to find your way back to your hotel after a couple of glasses. The main event, the cool buildings, the canals, and this crazy good thing called tarte flambée. Think super thin pizza with bacon and onions. Fugget about it. Every street looks like it was built by elves who are totally obsessed with baking. Even the gift shops are cute. They've got handmade pottery, local snacks, not a single plastic Eiffel Tower anywhere. Thank goodness. The people here are almost too nice, you know? But really, all they want is for you to have a good time and maybe, just maybe, buy some of their wine. If you want a place that's gorgeous to look at, has a ton of history, and will keep your glass full of amazing white wine, Colmar's your jam. Just, take it easy with that Gewürztraminer. It's a sneaky one. And maybe don't go belting out Disney songs in the street. Or you know, go for it, whatever floats your boat. Next up, a place that's even more like a fairy tale. Alright, next is Annecy. They call it the Venice of the Alps, but the water's so clean you could almost drink it. Don't. Seriously, don't. The canals are this bright blue-green, the lake is super clear, and the old part of town is like a maze of cobblestone streets with pretty pastel buildings and flowers everywhere. There's this old castle, the Palais de l'Isle, right in the middle of a canal. It's one of the most photographed places in France, for real. You'll just wander around for hours, getting lost in markets, selling knockout cheeses, and, like, a scary amount of different sausages. What's there to do? Boating on Lake Annecy with mountains all around and views so perfect you'll think they're fake. Gap 2S. After you work up a sweat on a paddle boat, treat yourself to some local food. We're talking fondue, raclette, tartiflette. Basically cheese, potatoes, and cured meats. Your doctor would have a fit. Hike up to the Chateau d'Annecy for even better views and a perfect excuse to get another round of that raclette. Annecy is so nice you'll start dreaming about quitting your job and opening a tiny little bookstore that you know, deep down, will totally bomb. It's so clean it's almost suspicious, but hey, just roll with it. Ready for more towns that look like they're straight out of a storybook? Next up, Eguisheim. If Colmar is a fairy tale, Eguisheim is the director's cut, like extra cute, extra flowers, the whole 9 yards. The town is built in circles, every house looks like something out of Hansel and Gretel, and there are flowers literally everywhere. It's nuts. You'll feel bad for not being an Instagram star. Everyone's striking a pose, and every single corner is a perfect picture spot. I tried to get a good pic, but I mostly just looked like I needed to see a chiropractor. Seriously. Eguisheim is also on this Alsatian wine route, so pretty much every house has amazing wine. No joke. It's a dangerous mix, man. A super pretty village and booze everywhere. The town is tiny, but you'll want to stick around, peeking into every courtyard that's overflowing with flowers. There's a stork's nest on top of the church because, well, of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? The shops sell local handmade stuff and Christmas ornaments all year long. Go figure. I bought a birdhouse. I don't even like birds, but Eguisheim just, like, made me do it. Make sure your phone's charged, practice your, "oh, I didn't see you there" laugh, and let the wine help you get over feeling awkward about posing. Alright, on to something that might make your head spin a little. Okay, for something totally different, Rocamadour. It's this village basically hanging off the side of a cliff in a place called Lot. The main street just winds its way up the cliff, with old medieval houses and a straight drop on one side. Yikes. Rocamadour is this super old place where people used to make religious trips. It's famous for its grand escalier. That's 216 steps that pilgrims actually used to climb on their knees. Can you imagine? At the top you'll find these holy places and something called the Black Madonna, plus views of the canyon that'll knock your socks off. The way it's built is incredible, like, how did they even build this thing on a cliff way back in the Middle Ages? Blows my mind. The village has a really cool vibe, especially when the sun starts to set, the crowds disappear and the stone buildings just kinda glow. Getting around means a lot of stairs, so wear comfy shoes. Or hey, take the elevator. No shame in that game. Rocamadour isn't for scaredy cats, but if you're okay with heights, it's a place you'll never forget. Just maybe don't look down right after you've eaten lunch. Okay, let's go get lost somewhere a little less cliffhangy. Next up, dine-in in Brittany. It's an old medieval town with walls around it, where getting lost is actually part of the fun. The cobblestone streets are like a maze, but you won't even care because every corner looks like it's straight out of a storybook. You've got those cool old houses with the timber beams, ancient walls, and a super pretty port on the River Rance. It's like stepping back in time, but with more crepes. Win-win. There's this street, Rue du Gersois, that's super steep and windy, and it's full of little shops where artists sell their stuff. Walking up it is a serious workout. Walking down, well, let's just say your ankles will get a workout too. You can check out the Chateau de Dinan for great views and that old-timey medieval feel, or, just hunt down the best bakery. Priorities. The port area is perfect for grabbing some seafood and just chilling by the river. Dinan is the kind of place where just wandering around pays off. Sometimes you find a hidden little courtyard, sometimes just a cat looking surprised to see you. Just go with the flow of being lost, enjoy those crepes, and maybe leave a trail of breadcrumbs, though, let's be real, the pigeons will probably eat them. Alright, time for some sunshine and seafood. We're heading south to Cassis, which is like the Riviera's cooler, more chill cousin. You know, the one who's actually fun to hang out with. Cassis is this fishing port tucked between these big white limestone cliffs and the super blue Mediterranean water. The harbor's got all these pretty pastel-colored houses, cafes, and seafood restaurants. And yeah, drinking rose at 11 in the morning is pretty much mandatory here. The big attraction? These things called calanques. They're these awesome coves and inlets you can hike to or take a boat to. The watercolor is insane. I took a boat tour. It was amazing. Huge cliffs, pine trees, and we got to swim in this crazy blue-green water. Back in town, the beaches are a bit rocky, but man, the seafood is out of this world. Tender calamari, amazing bouillabaisse, that's a fancy fish stew, and great local wines. Cassis is all about just enjoying life, not about showing off. Eat, drink, swim, and do it all over again, that's the vibe. If you want that beautiful Riviera scenery without the crazy billionaire prices, Cassis is where it's at. Maybe practice your dive a little before you jump off the boat. The seagulls will appreciate a good show. Or maybe they're just waiting for your sandwich. One last village that'll totally take your breath away. Our last hidden treasure, Saint-Cercle-la-Popie. It's way up high, looking down over the Lot River. It's so gorgeous. Artists come here, take one look, sigh, and just decide to open a cafe instead. Like, I can't even paint this, it's too perfect. The whole village is basically a historic landmark. You've got these old Gothic houses, big stone gates, twisty little streets, and views for days. There are tons of little shops with handmade stuff and art galleries, but the real showstopper is the view looking out over the valley. Gap 2S. Climb up to the ruins of the old medieval fortress for views that'll make your jaw drop even further. Most of the village doesn't allow cars, which makes walking around really peaceful, and also really steep. Get ready for a leg workout. Find a stone bench, grab a slice of walnut cake, it's a local thing, you gotta try it, and just soak up all that beautiful scenery. Saint-Cercle-la-Popie is almost unfairly pretty. It's the kind of place where you can think about the meaning of life, or, just what pastry you're gonna eat next. Seriously, don't skip the walnut cake, it's life-changing. Or at least, really, really good. Alright, time to say see you later. So, that was a quick look at some of France's best-kept secrets. A real whirlwind. There's so much more to France than just Paris, you guys. These towns show you a quieter, more magical side of the country. Get out there and see them before they blow up on TikTok and find your own secret spots. Thanks for coming along on this, slightly sarcastic and occasionally where the heck are we journey. If you had a good time, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know your favorite secret French spot down in the comments, or, whisper it if you want to keep it on the down low, I get it. Until next time, see ya, keep on adventuring.